What's up, guys, and welcome to the MOPBOYZ garage. Today we have our Malaguti Phantom f12 sitting here center of the garage because we are doing some work in on this. Today we have some rare pieces to throw on this f12. A couple of them I found on eBay overseas and a couple upgrades that we actually need to do on this thing. I feel like every time we pull this f12 out, trying to get that last like 1% done, I feel like this thing has been at 99% since we finished it. It's a dialed motor. The tune is really good, but there's just some faulty things on the bike, and I've talked about it in a few videos. Most importantly, our rear disc conversion. But every time we ride for a little bit and there's a lot of friction going on back here and it gets really warm, the back wheel almost locks up on us to the point where we lose all our bottom end. Like, it is so soggy. We lose so much power in the bike. It's dragging so hard. And honestly, for all we know, it maybe is a problem with some resistance going on from our actual master up here, because this master was donated down from our GP1 and it was completely clapped. It actually was missing this glass completely, and we just JB welded it closed. But for all we know, maybe this thing is jamming up and, you know, keeping pressure on the pads. Who knows? But that's why we are here today. We're also gonna be fixing this ugly mess going on up here. Let me just show you what we do got cooked up over here, boys. Some rare pieces, some much needed pieces, and some old reused pieces. We got a nice rear brake from a regular disc f12. We did the disc conversion, so that's why I'm saying we used our GP1. Hence why we didn't have the right headset as well. But as you can see here, we now will. A nice bottom plate, I guess you'd call it. What would you call this, Ryuk? What do you call that? Smell good? It kind of makes this piece look like a little one-piece deal. Super clean look. We're also going to be paint matching that. What we got right here is some Ferrari red to try to hopefully get this painted to match. It's not probably going to be exact paint or look as good, but it's kind of hidden anyways. And then this bad boy I've had for months that I've been waiting to put on. We got a OEM Malaguti, very old stock here. This is probably 20 years old or so. Rear disc headset. So we'll swap that over. We're going to completely strip this thing down, clean it, and also paint this thing with some black steel it. Now, this is something I impulsively bought on eBay one day because I'm always looking for random f12 goodies, and I'm not sure if I'll ever use this, but I thought it was pretty cool. Now, this bad boy is supposed to mount right here, and I don't think it's gonna look good at all. In fact, I think it looks absolutely hideous, but I just thought it was cool. Kind of gives me the vibe of the Zuma over there with the little lime green tint on it. I don't think it looks too good. I think it's gonna go like that. I think it looks absolutely hideous, if I'm gonna be honest with you, but I don't know why about that. Oh, yeah, it did come with some hardware. Who knows? We probably will not be putting that on today, but how cool is that they made this for the f12? Should we run it? Let me know in the comments down below if you think we should run this giant funky piece on the f12. Alright, boys, and with all that being said, the first thing we're going to work on is actually this piece right now. I want to see how this thing mounts up. Let's get to work. We're probably going to end up hanging this bike from the ceiling to get the shock out, one-man style, boys. So that's exactly what we did. We started taking off some of the plastics here, and luckily the Malaguti is actually one of the easiest bikes because this whole rear end is basically one giant panel. You take off a gas cap, a couple bolts for the seat, and then boom, you got the whole thing off. We have it hanging in the air like this. That way we can drop the motor and completely relieve the shock. Right now, we're kind of getting a mock-up on the panel, and I can't really tell on what it mounts to at all without having the rear fairing on, but I know we need to paint this thing, so we're working on sanding it down using some 320 grit and then kind of going finer from there until we get this thing roughly a little smooth, and then let's spray it. As you can see, we have the wheel pulled off, and we're doing some deep diving here to try to find what the actual issue is that we are having with this rear end. Now, one major thing that I believe we might have found that could be an issue is the massive amount of gear oil that was in here. Now, I don't know how that happened. That is the most gear oil I've ever seen come out of a scooter gearbox. Maybe because the kickstand tilts so much on this, I was eyeballing it. I don't know, but we're gonna refill that and measure that because that is probably triple the amount that you're supposed to have. I'm not even kidding you. But as you can see, we have some color here on our rotor itself, and that's because our brake pads are squeezing. Now, I'm looking everywhere to see if there's any damage on anything rubbing. There's nothing rubbing. This thing is perfectly straight. I hooked the drill up to it, and I sat here and actually just kind of spun it over, and it is perfectly straight. There's no play in here, so nothing is rubbing on the sides here. So I'm not sure what the issue is. It could be our master, But we will find out again when we change this master and reassemble everything. I got the master over here drying after we hit it with some Steelite paint. So we'll get that assembled and get that thrown on. It's just annoying that both times we fixed this, we haven't really been able to physically see what the issue is. So there's nothing to actually mechanically fix right now. I've checked everything other than the massive amount of gear oil we have in there. But I would assume if we had too much gear oil, it'd be pouring out of the vent line as well, which it was not. I popped the vent line off and there is not even a drop of oil in here. So it's not pouring out the vent line, but that is a crazy amount of oil. After tossing back and forth ideas on what could be the problem for the rear end, I figured it's best to just reassemble this thing and go and try it yet again. So we're bolting everything back up, just double checking everything is lined up perfectly. And as you can see here, this rotor sits exactly centered in this caliper. There's no bend to it. I honestly think the issue must have been with the master because it was pushing pressure on the pads. We have a brand new headset here. We're going to go ahead and swap this over, and as you can see here, the one before was hideous. It had a huge cutout where the master was sitting. It kind of just needed to be done. It was a drum brake setup before and we needed to fit a reservoir, so we just did what we had to do. But the new one is going to clean this thing up. We went ahead and took off our rear brake because we're going to be swapping this whole thing out as well, and then we mocked up our new one, just making sure the one we ordered fits correctly. As you can see, I got the brake zip tied up right now because I just bled them. This is kind of a trick to leave them like this, kind of leave the top of the system open, yada yada yada. Anyways, I took the reservoir cap off to make sure there's enough brake fluid in there, and a little bit of brake fluid came out the seal right there and hit the headset. Boys, I just ruined our brand new NOS Malaguti headset. Look at the brake fluid that's just rotting away on this. Oh no. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, just because that little bit of brake fluid that leaked out just completely rotted this headset away. That is sad. Oh my goodness. It's probably been a year of me searching for this OEM piece here for the dual disc brakes. And it was brand new OEM Malaguti, and we completely ruined it. All because a little bit of brake fluid leaked out. This is a bummer. I'm gonna try to Dremel it a little bit in the corner. And I already ran out of the red paint we used too, so I don't even have red paint to touch it up. Maybe I'll just... Oh man, that's a bummer. We're gonna figure something out for that. But then we come over here to the rear, and we got our little splash guard, fairing, whatever you want to call this thing that goes under here, this panel. We got it painted red, but I, for the life of me, cannot understand how this thing mounts up. There is not one physical way that this thing can mount to anything because it almost needs to float. So I'm assuming the panel holds it up. So now we're gonna have to take this down like this every time. It's a price for it to look this good. We're gonna have to set the bike on the ground now so we can get these hooks off, slide this panel over the bike, and then see how the fairing matches up. I'm assuming maybe it just sits on this little lip right here. So maybe we'll have to get like Velcro or something kind of like to hold that, or maybe some sticky tape or something. But heads up. Oh! Not good on the first panel. Okay. Which is kind of crazy. Stand into place. I think it kind of just like sits on this lip. This grab bar over here, that's what I'm concerned about. Because how does it fit? That bar is not cut out for it. Maybe that bar is just like a US model. We got the Malaguti back on the ground now, and we got our inner panel. Oh no. You probably saw this in the other clip. This thing's been broken, but with this panel in here, it puts a lot of pressure on here. So I was trying to figure out a way we can make it hold for now. Tape doesn't look too good. We're gonna have to kind of come back in here and glue that back patch or plastic weld it. But it's a little bit darker on the color, but it looks all right. The paint can I ordered was supposed to be the exact color red. It looks a little dark. The point is, it just looks solid under there. It looks pretty good. But we also chipped the paint right here in this little spot too. So I don't know what it is with my luck on this thing lately, but I did not have any good luck on working on this bike today. We got it all to work. It's all dialed now, but this was a big bummer. As you can see, I used some like rubber line and glued it on there and tried to make it look a little better. It doesn't look as bad now. At least we have this whole area. Before, ours was snapped off right here and then just a big cutout. It was really obvious. So it looks a ton better, but I'm definitely a little hurt about that problem right there. Now, as for the back, we filled it up with gear oil, and we had way too much gear oil. As you can tell, we had about 4 times as much gear oil as you should have in there. We're gonna go test ride this thing now, and I want to take this thing outside and get some shots of that But yeah, that looks a little rough. We're definitely still got some more to do on the Malaguti. It's never-ending work for the Malaguti, but I'm dying to ride this thing because I want to make sure that it is dialed. Put the seat on, toss on the GoPro, and go try out the Malaguti again. Put our extra battery in there for our water pump. All right, boys. Let's see if we finally fix this brake issue. The brake's feeling a lot better than it used to, also with the new brake lever, so. I love this thing. I miss the F12. Probably should let it warm up a little bit more, but we gotta make sure this thing is not rubbing on the rear no more. Honestly, right now, it's feeling pretty good. I know I thought I fixed it in the last video when we worked on the F12, but I took it on a ride with the homies and it was just not cooperating that well, so. We will find out for sure this time. Feeling really good so far. Back brake feels good. It's locking up. F12 is rowdy, boys. It is so loud too. I don't think you can really capture that on camera, but it is actually crazy how like this thing sounds. The tune on the F12 is spot on. I still love the tune on this thing. The last few times we rode it, we haven't really touched the tune. The tune has been dialed. It's just all the other things with the bike.
Want to smoke with us? 12 o'clock on your block is rumor scraping and won't stop. Make these 70s rip. This caster smell like piss. In that balance point can't miss. Get behind me, throttle up and dip.
The F12 is running absolutely amazing now. I am so stoked on it. It doesn't look perfect. I'm a little mad at some of the little mess ups that we had today, but I can't be mad that it now runs good. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see you. Go for it. We may have messed up a little bit on a few spots on this bike. Like I said, we scratched our fresh paint down there and we've cracked our headset up here, but overall so happy with the F12 right now. The F12 has had that like weird brake rubbing issue in the back since we finished the disc swap, and I still, even now, because I physically couldn't see any damage, I don't know if it was this master that really helped, because it's a way better feeling with this brake now. The old one got like really stiff. Or if it really had too much gear oil and it was just binding up that rear end. Who knows, right? But all that matters now is that we got this thing fixed. This thing sees like 120 kilometers, way quicker than most of my other scooters do. I had a brain fart for a second trying to remember when the last time we rode the F12 and saw the issue was, and it was when we drag raced the runner, and that's why it started getting slower, because it was whooping the runner at first. That back wheel drags. Well, now definitely no drag now, boys. Holy smokes. All right, F12 is holding up strong. We rode for about 10-15 miles and there was no tension at all on the rear end, whereas before it was like right when the bike was reaching temperature, you could start feeling it start to drag and sounding different. Believe it or not, boys, we still have some things to do with the F12. So just like we did on our runner, we are going to be doing a fork rebuild on this thing because as you can see, it is just spraying fork oil all over this front wheel. We got a little bit of exhaust leak going on still back here out of this one bolt area. Not a big deal. That's simple. And of course, this panel, it looks pretty good. In the daytime, you can't even tell the difference in the color. It's darker under there anyways, so it looks pretty sweet. Kind of makes the scooter look very, very complete back there. So I'm pretty stoked on that. But while I have you guys here, I just thought I would give you a little bit of an update on some of the things going on in the garage right now. I think I'm gonna do a video here in the next week before the year ends or in the very beginning of the new year, kind of just going over where everything is. I don't think we did one last year, but we did the year before, kind of like a garage check and preview of everything over the projects. And I think I want to do that soon because we actually have 4 new bikes that you guys have not seen on this channel yet. And some of those bikes we've had for like 6 months now, and we just haven't been able to show you guys yet. More on the runner to come, obviously. We're working on that as we go on. We got the clutch out of this RM65 because if you saw the video on this, we had some problems with the RM65. We got Cubs. We have a mess of stuff going on in here. Even some more going on out here. So, and you don't even know how many bikes we have in here right now. And there is some that you have never seen along with these ones right here. I already know there's gonna be comments on this video asking, where's the runner? Why are you not working on the runner right now? Why are you working on this F12? Just know we have a lot of projects here and always have a ton going on. But that is always going to be a blessing and a curse. And I want to thank you guys, as always, for everything because without you guys, this camera, YouTube channel, a lot of this would not have happened. So thank you guys. Let me know what you're interested to see or any questions you've had over the year, and maybe we'll get all that wrapped up in that year cap video. I will see you guys in the next video.